Back in May of this year, that being 2024, I ran across a video by Full Quiver Outdoors discussing a new cartridge, a new straight wall cartridge that was being introduced by a bunch of blue collar guys out of Michigan. Having been interested in the straight walls since the 350 Legend came out, caught my interest. I haven't really been satisfied with what I was seeing, particularly out of the 350 Legend. It seemed to lack the performance potential that it could have had. Poor terminal performance, should have been a 358 caliber, should have had a little bit more powder capacity. I know with a straight wall it's difficult, but a little more case taper could have given us some more powder capacity. The 400 Legend seemed like it was going to suffer from some of the same problems, and so I was a bit disappointed and frustrated with what was coming out, because the potential of these cartridges was incredible, because a large diameter bullet moving at a moderate velocity is just deadly, and it doesn't have the recoil that a bottleneck cartridge would have corresponding to its terminal performance. So when I discovered the 41 Great Lakes, I absolutely had to jump on board. I messaged John up early May and got on board with the program, and went ahead and decided to build a rifle in 41 Great Lakes. And this is a little introduction to what this build is going to look like, some of the parts, pieces, and some of my thoughts behind why I picked the pieces that I did pick, and what my plans are for this build, and maybe some future changes as well. So starting off the action here, went with a Savage Axis, which, as I understand, is an updated version of the 10/110 action that Savage has used for a long time. The only downside to this is, as far as a Savage action goes, is that it only comes in long action, and this being a short action cartridge, that's excess weight, excess size. But because of the price, decided to go with the Axis. Got it from JA Outdoors for, I believe, $285. Very inexpensive. Also got the barrel nut from them, as well as these nice action screws. So then the barrel is a Douglas barrel. I went with, I believe, the number 5 Magnum contour. I think some of the previous builds had used the 5A, but I felt like that was going to be too heavy for my use. What this rifle will be used for is hunting in Appalachia for black bears, backpack hunting. It's kind of the poor man's elk hunt, so it needed something that was fairly lightweight and compact. The barrel is 20 inches long, and that's the basic action and barrel there. The barrel was chambered and fit to the action's headspace by Johnson's Sporting Goods in Adrian, Michigan. And then that is going to go into this stock right here. This is a Boyd's. I forget the exact model, but we're going to go ahead and put this in it. I want to do a bunch of lightening, lighten this up a bit, remove a bunch of the wood if I can, get it a little lighter. We're going to take this piece of foam, make a lighter butt pad that's also a little thicker, and give me a little more length of pull there. We'll bed the action into the stock using good old JB Weld. Got some modeling clay here to act as dams, put dams in there to keep that from flowing where I don't want it to. And then we're going to go ahead and pillar bed it. These are pillars, aluminum pillars from Desh Industries, as well as a aluminum mag catch from them as well. I'm hoping to get a lighter weight trigger guard from Desh Industries in the future, but I haven't done that yet. Have a bolt lift kit from Desh Industries as well. Looking forward to getting that installed because the bolt lift on the Savage Axis is very heavy due to it cocking on the bolt lift. I've got 2 Savage Axis magazines. These ones have the plunger style mag catch there, so glad that they changed that from the old way, because I absolutely despise the old magazines. Got a trigger kit from M Carbo that we're putting on the trigger, make that a little bit more workable. And then got some tally rings. I've used D&Z mounts in the past, but I wanted to try the tally mounts, mostly because they were cheaper. So we went that route. Got this Bushnell 4500 series, Elite Series 1 to 4 power scope. And so that's what we're putting on there. I really prefer a low power scope. 2 to 7s are the maximum that I want to use for my style of hunting. Where I'm hunting, you're going to be taking shots 20 to 50, 75 yards typically. You're not going to be taking shots out at 200 yards. It's not that it's not possible, it's just very unlikely. I missed a bear last year at 30 yards trying to shoot through brush. So a low power scope is critical for being able to get on the animal quick before it disappears into the brush. And that really goes for most hunting. I know a lot of people get excited about high power scopes. For most hunting, unless you're hunting fields, which I guess a lot of people are, if you're hunting in the woods where the game is, high power scopes are a waste of time typically. And then I've got a lightweight razor sling from Outdoor Connection. So putting that on there, I may swap it out with a different sling. But that's the basic build. I just need to go ahead and get this thing put together, and then we will take some video of shooting it and go over the final build and how it worked out. So stay tuned for that.